Sports.
Thanks
It's in
for
the
tuning in, ladies and gentlemen.
EA Sports. It's in the EA Sports. It's in the EA. It's in the EA. It's in the EA. EA Sports.
Or South
It's in
Carolina
the
chose to kick the ball there.
EA Sports. It's in the EA. It's in the EA Sports. It's in the
Trust me, the Gamecocks and Tigers do not like each other.
No, and it doesn't fly under the radar to the people in South Carolina.
Single back.
Because there's always a debate of Clemson versus
Like they're going to
South
pass early. Halfback screen. They blew it up. They were in the backfield. So quick. Took care of business right there on that play.
National championship picture late in the year. Regardless of what South Carolina's record is, they are trying to ruin Clemson's season.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Klubnik.
Klubnik in the backfield. Dumps it off quickly.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Receiver
That's a great example.
did a
of the team
good
that
job
decided
of
to
bringing
win
that
the
one in.
catch. As soon as the big fella
Taking
caught
the hit.
ball,
Knew he was going to take a hit
down
there.
not picking up the first.
He's got third down and long here. Let's see what
Facing
Klubnik
third
can
and
do here.
long from the 25.
Halfback stay in the block.
Wants
Yes,
to
he
go
does. Well, halfback screen. They tried to sneak it out on him again. Nothing. Had just sniffed it out. They saw it coming.
Green passes, it just
This
never
South, I'll tell you, the South Carolina front four.
If I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's
Excellent,
really good after
excellent
the
front
catch,
four.
really good with the ball in his hands, but the
We all
defense
know
did a good
how
job.
good
They
South
got
Carolina's
him
front
some
four has been
yards,
all year.
but they forced the fourth down.
So Clemson is lining up to
Off
put
the
this
punt
one
it
away.
here.
A quick
Right,
3 and
goes
out, and they're
all.
already
It's
giving
going
up
all
the
return
ball.
here.
And the
He
return
tried to.
man
He
reaches
tried to
the
break
end
it.
of
He
the
tried to.
line, and down he goes. So the South Carolina
Nothing
Gamecocks
doing there.
offense will try to get something started with their
See the
first
South
set.
Carolina offense come out.
Our NBA players for this game,
I
and
really
it goes
expect to see them
beyond
try to pound the ball out on the
executing
ground and
to
really
make an
take
impact
control
in
of the
the
clock.
game.
Yeah, obviously we were
That's what they
talking
do.
to both
First
coaching
down.
staffs this week, and we
You got
asked
that
them,
great
"What is
little
this
running
look
back,
like
number
play?"
5
Well,
in the
they
backfield there.
immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score.
You know, South Carolina, they've been a little wishy-washy on offense this year. We all know that. Get a look at the Tiger eyes there. They're going to hurry up to the line, see if they can catch them napping here. They can get it in. They're having some trouble getting the play in, it looks like.
Quarterback
There it
on
is.
the keeper.
Little QB keep.
Creating some space,
Close,
getting just
super
enough
close
time blocking, and they've got
to the
it
first
up
down
to the
line there.
47-yard line.
May have been a better decision to go ahead and get that off there. We're going to get a look at the Howard drop there.
Quarterback runs are very difficult to stop, and you can tell he's got some ability to make big plays. Thank goodness they got
Like they're going to get to the line here. Let's see if we have a problem like we had last game, the Ohio State game. We had some trouble getting the ball spotted there at the end of the game. Speed option, pitches it out late. Ooh, so close. That could have been super dangerous right there. Super dangerous right there. See what happens here. It's got a first down. First and 10. South Carolina.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this
2
offense.
HBs in the backfield.
They'll throw it on
Like
first
they're
down.
both going out. A little halfback screen. Both teams are trying to sneak the halfback out on these halfback screens. It was kind of delayed right there. That really gave that D lineman the chance to just go ahead and tee off.
Unusual too, because the stakes
See if they
on
make a
South
change there on
Carolina
that delayed
isn't
type
the
halfback
football
screen there. See if he just
but
doesn't
it's kinda-
go ahead and
it's
shoot right
frozen,
out there to
but
there,
they
and so they can
force
get it
some
out
great
quickly. But
coaches
we'll see what
on
happens.
both sides, but the in-state
Nice
aid
little
is
run here to the outside. Looks like they're trying to stretch this team out there on the perimeter. They feel like they have a advantage there as far as their running back trying to get out to the outside. You know, this number 5, he can really get north and south, east and west both. Like they're going to get to the line here. Calls in. See what they try to do right here. Do they try to sneak it in and keep it on the ground here? No. They're going to drop back to pass. Another halfback screen. It's just not working. That halfback screen, it's just not there. And they keep trying to put that. Both teams keep trying to implement that halfback screen, and it's just the D line's getting there too quickly. I think these two teams have too quick of a defensive line for that halfback screen to work. We'll see if they make a change later on. Stadium Pulse is going absolutely nuts here in Death Valley. It's a sky kick. It kicks it up high, out of bounds. Ooh, I don't know about 24-yard. I don't know about that. I don't know about that, ref. That looked like it was around the 15 to me. But another halfback screen. He gets it out of the backfield. He gets it to work. Klubnik, he gets it out much quicker on that play. Much quicker. If you're going to run the halfback screen, that's how you have to run it. It cannot be a delayed halfback screen. Not against these fronts. It's not going to work. He kicks it up high, out of bounds. Ooh, I don't know
Big
about
chunk
24
play to
yards. I don't
start
know
this
about
drive.
that.
Now they'll really try to take it to this
Trying to get the
defense.
line. Look like a 3 down front here for South Carolina. They're going to put a lot of people out there in coverage, I think, right here. Looks like a cover 4 screen or no, he's trying to run the option. I don't know what happened there. I don't know what happened there. There was a lot of fakes. There was a lot of fakes going on there. I think he's trying to fake out the defense. He may be trying to troll the defense with that play. Got a great look at the Tiger right there. Look at that. Nice little cutout. I think Bobby sent that in. Bobby out there in South Carolina. He's a 7-year-old out there. I think he sent that in.
I think it's tough late in the season, regardless when you play. The rivalry is deep. The hatred is deep.
2 backs on the back. They'll look like they're play action fake. They're going to stretch them. Let's go. Let's go. Looks like Clemson is they're trying to take the same type of approach. They're trying to wear out this defensive line. They know that front 4, you've got to wear them out. You've got to go sideline to sideline if you want to go north and south. Trying to get him in the backfield. Let's see if they try to sneak in this halfback screen again here. Oh, they're just trying to go north and south. They're getting this running back going. Number 7 does have some juice to him. He can go north and south. He's also a power back type of guy. I tell you, if you had to decide on whether or not this guy was a power back or an elusive back, I'm saying he's a power back, and he also has the speed to stretch the defense sideline to sideline as well. Go east and west. He's definitely a NFL prospect for sure. Read option here. Klubnik, he's going ahead and he says, I'm going to take some punishment for the team. It may have been a bad decision. We'll see. I don't think Clemson has much behind Klubnik. So that may have been a really bad decision there. We'll see if he gets back up. We will see if he gets back up. Look like we're getting into the second quarter here. We'll see if he comes back out of the 10 or not. He's definitely in there. They're taking a look at that rib right there. Yes, Klubnik came back out. He's good to go. We talked to Holly Rowe out there during the break. She said he's going to go ahead and get out there and get it done. Ooh, look like a bad pass. That rib, that rib may be bothering him just a little bit. We got another picture of the Tiger that Bobby sent in. There he is again. There it is again. Beautiful, looking good. Colored pencils, I believe, is what he said. Brought that in. They're going to bring in this kicker for a long field goal attempt. Looks like they've got the block on. And it's good. It's good. He barely had it. He barely had enough leg for that long field goal. That is a long one. That's what, a 52, 53-yarder. That's a long field goal for this college football kicker. And the special teams coach is excited. He is fired up about the situation. And it's good. He's back out there for the kickoff. They're going to take it out. And he says the special team says they want to try to do something. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Somebody's going to hear about that one on the sideline. That special teams coach, he's going to hear about that one in the meetings for sure. See what he's going to try to do here. To read options, a bad read. That's a bad read. He should have gave that off. That was a terrible read. This defensive line's got some momentum now. Look at that. They tried to hit the double team. They whipped on the double team, and he just absolutely ate the quarterback up in the backfield. Gobbled him up. Gobbled him up on the day after Thanksgiving. 2 days after Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving weekend. Right here in the back. They're in the backfield. They're all over him. That was a great. He jumped up and just batted that one down. That was a great call on that defensive line. That speed edge rusher could not get there, and he said, jump up. He plays basketball, I believe, on the weekends as well. Three down front. They're coming after him. The screen. They snuck the screen out on the man blitz. Almost snuck it out. They almost snuck out that first down. We'll see if Clemson brings the heat here. This punter is going to be kicking just out of the end zone, I do believe. See what happens here. Yep, it's about 5 yards out of his end zone. Let's see if they bring it here. They're bringing the block. They don't get there. A boot of a kick. Excellent kick by that punter, boy. Talk about flipping the field position there. Like we're going to have a semi-short field here on the 40-yard line. Speed option. A late pitch. It could have been a terrible decision. Klubnik is going to have to get the ball out quicker than that. Ooh, that is so dangerous right there. He's playing with fire. We're here in Death Valley. See what they try to do right here. They're going to try to sneak this screen out. No, sir. They're going to stay with it. They're going to stay with the read option. Klubnik, he said, you know what, in this rivalry game, we're going to leave it all on the field. I'm going to come out here and take some hits. He said, I'm going to take some hits for my team. That's what a stand-up guy does, you know. We expect to see him on the Heisman list next year, for sure. They've kind of fallen a little bit short, you know. They're number 8 in the nation, but they've kind of fallen a little bit short by Clemson standards. So we really expect to see Klubnik on the Heisman list coming in for next year. We'll see what happens. Let's see if he comes back. You know, he may have an opportunity to go pro, and he might be one of those dark horse pro guys. We'll see what happens. First and 10, single backfield. Klubnik out there by himself. He's going to bring a guy back here. Another little speed option. Fakes it. Oh my goodness! I'm telling you what, these delayed pitches he's putting out there on this field are just, it seems so dangerous that he's putting that ball out there. It just seems like if the defensive end wants to reach his hand out there, yeah, I mean, it's so close. It's a good thing he had it out there on the fake pitch already. I think if he hadn't already had his hand out there on the fake pitch, I think that may have been a fumble. So we'll see what happens. That running back is going to have to keep his head on a swivel. Here we go. Another little option. Nope. A little play action pass. Nice. He's got him up the seam. Running back out of the backfield. Right up the seam. They lost him. That motion out there, it got him. Let's take a look. Looks like it got our cameraman as well. Got the cannon out. There it is. There it is. The mini cannon. Oh yeah, they just lost him out of the backfield. They had a great great matchup there on the linebacker. The linebacker could not keep up. So we've got a 10-0 game here, looking like goose eggs for South Carolina. Let's see if they can answer. Lining up for the extra point. And it's good. 10 points unanswered. Mini cannon back out again. Here we go. Do they kind of try to sneak in an onside kick here? No, they kick it deep. This one, yep, we got just enough, just out of there. It's almost like they're daring them to bring it out. There's not been a fair catch called in this game yet. Getting aggressive. See if they get back to the run game. No, looks like they may have abandoned the run game early. Trying to get it out there quick. They're trying to wear out these defensive linemen. They know that they're bringing the heat. You know, I hate to say it. You know, you don't ever want to say it in college football, but this team may be lying down, trying to sneak in their rival. They're into the playoffs. Up the seam. So close. That receiver's got to hang on to that. If you get your hands on the ball there in that situation, you've got to help your quarterback, and you're going to take a hit. You're just going to have to keep a hold of it. You know, you're going to take a hit. You might as well hold on to the football there. Stadium is absolutely rocking this third down and 9. See what they do here. Halfbacks out of the backfield, absolutely nothing. There's just nothing. He tried to roll out, couldn't do anything. I think if they may have kept that running back in for some blocking there, then he might have had a little bit more time there in the pocket. But honestly, it looked to me like he kind of vacated the pocket a little bit early on that as well. Let's see what they do here on the punt. They don't seem to be bringing it. Look like they're backing everybody up for a return here. They figured out real quick. They said this guy has got an absolute boot for a leg, and we got to put some guys back there for some blocking. Didn't do any good. So, Klubnik in the backfield by himself. Quarterback draw here, maybe? No. Coming across on the drag. This halfback is just absolutely. He is getting the bulk of the receptions, the rushes. It's the number 7 show today. Absolutely. The offensive coordinator has put that in. He's implemented it in there, and he said on the sideline. He told Holly Rowe. He said, I think we've got the matchup we need right there in the backfield. And at the time, I believe we all thought it was going to be running the ball. Looks like it's going to be catching as well. So we'll see what happens here. Looks like the wide receivers are getting into it. It's getting a little bit chippy out there. It does in these rivalry games. It gets a little bit chippy, especially when there's a goose egg up there, and it seems like a team maybe they may be going up 17-0. We'll see. They're in the red zone. They're snapping it from their 22. So the wide receiver screen pass is the screen pass back. We've been talking about that all week. Is that wide receiver mid screen pass back for college football? There's been a heavy debate about that one. Showing off the handstand. We're seeing a lot of that tiger out there. I'm telling you what.
They'll line up for a second down play.
So the wide receiver screen pass is the screen pass back. We've been talking about that all week.
To the air.
Is that
It's
wide
Klubnik.
receiver mid
Quickly to the
screen
tight
pass
end.
back?
They bring him down, but a
He's
solid
going to dump it off. Looks like they may be playing for field goal range here.
It's so important that this offense is able to
Klubnik does not look happy about the play calls. But he just wants to get the ball out quickly. He knows he does not want to take a sack. He's a smart, a heady quarterback. There's a reason why they had him out there as a freshman. He's got a lot of quarterback IQ. He's going to get rid of the ball there. My goodness. As soon as I said something, the commentator cursed. He throws it into double coverage. A horrible decision there. South Carolina's all over it. That SEC defense showing up when it matters. See what happens here. Pressure's on. Say pressure kick. And it's good. It looks good. It's good. It is good. Absolutely. It's getting a little bit chippy. I'm telling you, they're starting to run into the kicker now. It is getting it's getting a little bit chippy. There are some words being said for sure on that field today. Clemson has to be careful not to let their guard down here with this 15 seconds left to go here. If I'm South Carolina, I'm probably taking this to the locker room. You don't want anything bad to happen here. It's not been a great half for you. This might be a bad decision. If he fumbles it here, my goodness. I'm telling you, this special teams coach for South Carolina, I think he's going to hear it in the locker room. I don't know if he's going to make it onto the plane. I don't know. Nice little read here. Quarterback seems to be doing too much. It looked to me like that halfback just had all kinds of running room here. They're going to take it to the locker room, like I said. They probably should have just took a knee there. There was 2 plays there. I felt like taking the kickoff for one is dangerous already, and then you go ahead and try to run it with your quarterback. There's nothing to gain. You don't gain anything there. You're not. You might lose your quarterback for the rest of the game there on that play. Instead of just taking a knee, should have just took a knee there. So. We'll see here. These fake pitches. Maybe that was the reason why Klubnik was hitting that fake pitch so much early on. We saw that early on where he's kind of trolling the defense with that constant fake pitch. We saw him fake pitch it 5 times on that play. And then that fake pitch, it really worked out for him. So that may be what he was trying to set up right there. So we'll see what happens coming out of the halftime report. We got the Palmetto series here. Clemson, Death Valley, South Carolina. Stay tuned. Had a little cloud cover there for a second. Sorry about that, folks.
On the move from inside his 5.
It's getting hit again. It's just not working out. I'm starting to wonder if the head coach and the special teams coach are getting along today. Maybe he didn't buy special teams coach's steak last night.
Met in at
Death
halftime,
Valley,
and they've
South
probably
Carolina,
scripted
stayed
this
in
opening drive just like they do at the start of the
had a little
game.
clash
They've now
over
got
there
an
for a second
idea
there, but
of what
anyways.
plays they feel most confident
Crowds,
in, what plays
absolutely.
their
They went and got
quarterback
their
is
hot
seeing
dogs.
the
They're
best
back.
to go out here and
They came
execute.
back
It's
quick
nice
in
to
this
get the
one.
ball first. Like I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down,
Stadium's rocking.
would be huge.
Back to pass.
Fires to the wide
Over
out.
the middle.
Wide open
Great
downfield.
catch. The receivers
The
seem to
Oilers
be
forward to the first down
getting it
line,
rolling
marking
this
down the
time.
35.
Second half, they seem to
Great job
be
by the offense.
hauling it in, getting
Understanding
open.
when they're in zone coverage, I got to hit those tight windows. Make
You know,
those
we watched that
precise
middle of the
passes.
field there at the end of that Ohio State game,
The
and it
Gamecocks
really started
racing to the
opening
line in
up
a
for
hurry up.
Michigan. We'll see if that happens the same way here. Look, four down front. Are they bringing the heat? Possibly. I think there's a blitz on here. No, they're going to stay back in coverage all day. He's going absolutely deep. Got a man. Great defense. I'm telling you, number 18 showed up. Griffin showed up to play. He said, "Not on my watch. It's not happening." Could have came down with it. Either way, it was a great play getting there. Great play. He could have ended the drive on that one, but it was an absolutely great play getting there. Second and long. Gonna go out to the sideline quick.
Complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And offenses nowadays just try to put guys to out.
Third down long.
Guys to block your guys.
The student section.
Catch. Let me get a few yards.
Getting a look at the student section. Stadium Pulse going nuts.
Or else they are really in trouble.
Coming to get him. Halfback screen. They snuck him out. It works this time. It works this time. They kept it in their back hip for a little while. They ran it early on and they went away from it and they said we have to sneak it in there. And it was an absolute great play call right there. They got rid of the delay part of it, and the halfback just said, "I'm just going to run out there, and you need to give me the ball on a quick throw." See if they get back to the run game. They do. Right up the middle. Right up the middle. This offensive coordinator, I believe he may be seeing something he likes. It seems like this Clemson defense is kind of slowing up. They may be saving that gas for the fourth quarter when they put the fours up. We'll see.
A lot of urgency for this offense.
3 down linemen. Looks like they're going to have a whole bunch of people back there. See what happens here.
On the option.
Good coverage. It was a blitz. It was a blitz. They showed the 3 down linemen, and they came with a blitz play right there. You never know. This Clemson defense, you never know. They do like the blitz. Third down and 1 here. What do you call? If you're the Clemson defense, do you try to get aggressive here? Looks like they're coming with another man blitz. They're showing blitz. Cover 0. Cover 1, cover 0, cover 1. Cover 1. Cover 1, they blow it up. He had time. He had a pitch, man. I'm not sure. He was indecisive there. He says, quarterback says that one's on me. He didn't think number 9 was going to come out there and get him so quick. Number 9's been everywhere. Are they going to go here? They're going to go. They're going to go. They're on their side of the 50. Fourth down, they dump it out, and no, sir. Absolutely not. Clemson said absolutely not. They're going to take it quick. They got straight out there. That offensive just ran out there. That was the jet package they'd been talking about. They talked about it early on in the game, and they said, we're going to bring the jet package out. If we get that fourth down and we stop them, we're going to get the offense will be waiting immediately on the sideline to run out there and run our jet package, and that's what that is.
This offense has a second down play.
2 guys in the backfield back here.
Dropping back.
It's going to be a fake. He's looking deep. He's going to take the sack. It wasn't there. He was looking deep. I'm telling you, these South Carolina corners were not fooled by it. Still getting a little chippy. There's still a lot of talking going on down there. A whole lot of talk. I'm seeing a lot of talking down there. It may be because the South Carolina team is so sick and tired of seeing that Tiger on the field. He has been on the field all game long. They keep shoving him on in there. So they may be tired of seeing the Tiger. That may be what it is, possibly. We'll see. Maybe we can get Holly Rowe to talk about it after the game. Snaking him out of the backfield. It's absolutely wide open. He missed the block. We don't know. Number 54 there for Clemson. They're going to be looking at that one on the tape and sitting there telling him, that's a third down. It's a third down conversion. Are they going to go here? 4th and 3. No, they're going to punt this one away. They said we're playing great defense, and South Carolina's quarterback is not making great decisions right now. Okay, looks like within the 15. 19. Okay. Some of these refs have got they might need glasses or something on that sideline for these punts. Just saying. They might need a pair of glasses, a new pair of glasses. Call the eye doctor for those when they're kicking them out of bounds out there. They're about 5-10 yards shy on those. So I don't know what's going on there, but just shoving the eye of the tiger, right in South Carolina's face consistently. Got the coach cam here. We got the coordinator cam right here. Running back in the backfield. Look like they're choosing to keep it on the ground. Maybe they're trying to decide to get this momentum going on their side. Say, hey, if the quarterback can't make good decisions, we might just gonna have to go ahead and hand this ball off and see if we can break one. Clemson fans always show up. Doesn't matter what they're ranked. Nice little dump off, halfback screen. We've been seeing it all game from these teams. That halfback screen seems to be the go-to right here. There's Bobby's Tiger again. He brought it back out. Very nice. We're seeing so much of the Tiger today.
2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Colored pencils, Tiger. He's out there. Like we have us a little, little two in the backfield. See what happens here. Play action fake. He's looking deep. He's got plenty of time. Dumps it off. Can't bring it in. You got to bring that in, right? Wide receiver, you've got to bring it in. I think that's what the frustration is starting to build. This quarterback, he's trying to make good decisions here. He's trying to get his dump off. His receivers are just not helping him out. But also, Clemson's playing absolutely great defense. Lockdown coverage would not let the deep ball get open there. What does he do here? Quick dump off. He gets it out quick. 3rd and 8. It's long. It's going to be a long one. What do you do here? Halfback draw. Try to sneak a draw in. Got the student section out there just going crazy again. You can see the stadium pulse out there. That's new. We've got the meter out there. It's new. See what he does here. Tries to dump it out on the screen pass again. And it's just not there. These fronts, these defensive fronts, these front sevens are so good. I believe that's what the game plan is. I think that's why we're seeing so many screen passes, trying to get that into the running back's hands, trying to make the speed count. Let's see what happens here. Do you try to sneak? Look at this. Left hand side looks to me like he can run the ball right there in that hole. Tried to pass. He's antsy. He's going deep on 4th down for the end zone. It's incomplete, ladies and gentlemen. They might have to take another look at that one. I don't know. The ball came out, I guess. Yeah, they took a look at it quickly and they said no. And that's that jet. I told you that jet package that Clemson has. That they said that they were going to put out there. They said immediately, we want them on the field. We want to catch them on their heels. And that's what they've been doing. For the end zone. It's incomplete, ladies and gentlemen. See what Klubnik has here. It looks like they're burning the clock off. Taking it down past 5. Klubnik taking a massive hit. That might be a little bit of defensive frustration we're seeing on the field right there. He just absolutely gets driven to the turf right there. Oh, we got a little TV timeout. I apologize about that one. Little TV timeout there. Yeah, after that big hit, they had to take a look at Klubnik. You know what I mean? They had to take a look at him. That was that protocol. You know, we all know what we're talking about there. The protocol. We got to put him in the tent there. What do we got here? We got the halfback out of the backfield quickly. 3rd and 7, fighting for it. South Carolina puts their mascot out on the field after that one. They thought they had to stop and said no. It was a little early celebration right there for the Gamecock. He's out there dancing. It was a little bit early for that celebration right there. South Carolina, they got him out there again. They've got him out there again. Tigers versus Gamecocks. Fighting for it.
About all you can say is do better.
South Carolina puts their mascot out on the field after that one.
And that's why
They
you
thought
keep
they had
trying
to
things,
stop.
right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter.
It was a
run up
little
the
early
middle, try different
celebration
things
right
to
there.
see what you do well.
Cheerleaders getting involved there.
Call by the defense stopping the clock.
You know, we love to see the cheerleaders in college football. Absolutely. One thing about college football that makes college football great. Mascots, cheerleaders, the student section, 5 wide, 3rd and 7, quick dump off, slant pass. Number 8 has been there. He's been at number 8 and number 9. That was number 9. Their tight end, their trusty tight end right there. Looks like they're gonna work this clock down. This may be it. That may have been the first down that does it. Yes, they're taking their knees. They're being smart. They're taking their knees. Klubnik goes down. He says no more unnecessary hits, ladies and gentlemen. That was a good one. Goose eggs get put up. You know, South Carolina, I told you, their offense has been wishy-washy all year long. Klubnik comes through. Maffa, player of the game. Not a surprise there at all. That guy was all over the field. Catching passes out of the backfield. Getting up the seam for the touchdown. Tell you that the call of the day was on defense for Clemson. Good tackling, good coverage. You cannot complain about that. They get it done in the Palmetto. Get it done. Let's see the stats here. Let's see the quick look at the stats right here. I'm gonna take a look at what this halfback had right here. Maffa, he had 7 for 27. Didn't look great, but what did he have on the receiving end of the situation? He had 6 receptions for 93 yards, 1 touchdown, average of 15 per catch. Just absolutely, he was there getting it done. Number 8, number 9, were the other 2 guys that were just coming in clutch for South Carolina here. You can really see they really tried to spread the ball out a whole bunch, but there was just, there's too many drops. There's too many drops right here. I don't think they got all the drops there on the stat line right there. Let's take a look at the quarterback situation for South Carolina. He was 10 for 19, so average of 50%. Not too bad. Only had 70 yards, though, you know what I mean. As far as the running game, it was just non-existent there. They abandoned the run, I believe, much too quickly. Number 5 seemed to be a type of guy that could do pretty much everything there, and that's what we thought. He was a power back and type of guy right there. Let's see what they've got. Clemson's got Clemson also listed halfback. That's what we thought right there. Same situation. So you could tell that Clemson did not abandon the run. They did not have very many yards on the ground, but the yards were quality yards, and that was the key there. They kind of abandoned it early, but the quarterback was, they were taking too many reads. He's a freshman. Obviously, you can tell he's got some ability. He's 6'3", 242. I think he's going to be okay for that program. I really do. He's got to make better decisions. Again, he's a freshman. It is what it is. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and we're going to take a look and see what other games we've got on the lineup here. Let's take a look here. We've got some Illinois and Northwestern. It's going to be coming up. Do we also have? Let's take a look here. We've got many games on the docket. We're going to see some Maryland, Penn State later on. We're going to be looking at this Miami, Syracuse game. Auburn, Alabama. I mean, you've got the Iron Bowl. We've got the Iron Bowl coming up. Texas A&M. When you look, I mean, we've got a full docket. We've also got, of course, Oklahoma and LSU. Oklahoma going into Death Valley after that massive win over Alabama, shocking the country, unbelievable, unreal. Who would have thought? Call Colin Cowherd and tell him to send a letter out to the press because absolutely shocked the nation with that dub right there. Let's look at what we're going to bring in right now. We're going to bring in the Tennessee Vanderbilt game. Right now, we're going to head to that one and see if we can catch that one at the beginning right there. So we will be right back. Let me see if we can figure out a way to change. If we can figure out a way to change our headers without ending the stream here, let's take a look. Hopefully we can. I know it's here. You're going to have to bear with me, folks. I'm a semi-new streamer here. We've only been going for a few months here. We're not super familiar with our software here. You're going to have to give us a second. Let me see if we can find a link here. We know it's here. We're just going to have to try to figure out how to change that. Yeah, we know it's here because we found it by mistake a few times. Let's see if login. No, it's not there. If any of our viewers are familiar with this software right here, just please let us know. We know it's here. We're just going to have to try to figure out how to change it. Yeah, we know it's here because we found it by mistake. We are still looking. Please bear with us. Please bear with us here. Just taking a look. See if we can find this. Gonna try to bring you guys with the Tennessee Vanderbilt. Okay, we got the correction made over there on YouTube. We'll see what we can do about the Twitch stream over here, but right now we've got it switched over on there on YouTube. Very good. Tennessee Vanderbilt. That's what we're looking for. Let's get on over here and make this change up really quickly. I think this possibly may be quicker than ending the stream and getting back on. So here we go. We're going to kick off this Tennessee Vanderbilt game. Get your picks in.
Neyland Stadium in Knoxville, one of the great venues in all of college football and home to the
Oh,
Tennessee
we made a
Volunteers.
mistake
This crowd
here.
knows that when the balls run
Look
through
like
the field,
Tennessee's
they
not
are
at home,
the
ladies and
show.
gentlemen. My
There's
mistake.
nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college
Beautiful
football.
dog out there on the
bitterness,
field.
the intensity, the lifetime of memories,
That is
and
a
the
botch
results
on my part.
we're about to see in
We're
this
having
one.
some technical
As
issues.
we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. The
Vanderbilt,
Commodores will
Tennessee.
kick it away to start us off.
Should have double
From
checked
inside
that.
his own 10, he'll try to help
That's
out
a
their
mistake
field
on my
position.
part.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return.
So we'll get back to this very quickly. Bear with me for just one moment here, please. And we're back. We are back. We've got this rolling. Tennessee, Vanderbilt at home. Our mistake. We apologize. Apologize to our viewers about that. We've got Vanderbilt coming out of the tunnel. See what we can get going on here. I do apologize again for my mistake. Bonehead mistake there.
As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another team from the SEC, the Vanderbilt Commodores. 48 Sports College Football by Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David
Nice little rivalry game. We've got rivalry week going on here in college football. Tennessee at Vanderbilt. Let's see if Vanderbilt can pull out another big win for this program. Ranked top 25. Ranked in the top 25, ladies and gentlemen. Vanderbilt versus a number 7 Tennessee. 24. 24, top 24. So ranked in the top 25. Ranked 24. My mistake again. Got the stadium post. The stadium has been rocking for Vanderbilt this year. The students have shown up. Nick Saban may have woke a sleeping, dare I say, not giant, but possibly a sleeping dwarf. We'll see what happens. Could be.
And the Vols moving quickly to the line.
Tennessee looks like they're going to be burning up some of this clock.
Now on the option.
Speed option. Smart decision there. We're seeing some great decision by, I can't say his name other than Amaliba. We're going to call him Amaliba because I can't say his name. So, terrible. Terrible, I know. Terrible. Fire the announcers. Fire the announcers. Fire the commentator. Split back. Look, they're going to run the hurry up and slow down offense. See what goes on here. Heupel calling it out. Great play by the receiver. Quarterback kind of threw that up in triple coverage, and the dirty dog is on the field. Let's go. He's out there early on. That's at least double coverage right there. I don't know if you get that in there versus any other team in the SEC. I really don't. You know, SEC's known for having really great DBs. What happens here? They're really going to be using Sampson here. They might be using him for more of a decoy in this game. He's breaking free, this quarterback. He's not scared to take off with the football. He's big, he's physical, and he's a lot faster than you think, ladies and gentlemen, with that massive frame of his 6'3", 6'4". He takes off and he runs in strides like Vince Young. That is Vince Young-esque when he takes off running. He covers field so quickly. Split back, hurrying it up. Sampson into the end zone. No, he gets denied. Sampson gets denied. I expected to see him get the bulk of the carries, but after last week's game, he really took quite a few hits in that game.
A very
Getting to the
productive
line
play on
quickly.
first down has now set us up with
Tight
a
end back
second
there
and
to
goal.
block. But they're going to put him in motion. Little eye candy there. And fooled everyone in the stadium. The quarterback keeps the ball and dives in for the end zone. Throws a little bit of Heisman pose on it for you guys. For you Tennessee fans, he throws a little bit of Heisman pose on it. Maybe trolling Genty a little bit there. I don't know. I don't know. We heard he's friends with Hunter out there at Colorado, so that may be a little shot he's throwing out there at Genty. Maybe a little trolling going on.
Ready to try the
We
play
saw some
action.
trolling going on early in that Clemson game. That Clemson quarterback Klubnik was trolling with the fake pitch early on, and it actually worked out in his favor later on in the game. So
And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
we'll see if they can keep it up here.
Almost ready to kick
Tennessee
away
to kick it
after
off.
scoring the touchdown.
SEC logo showing. First
On the
Bank
run from inside
Stadium.
zone 5. Nice job
It's going to
by
bring it
the
out. We've not
defense.
seen
Everybody
any
stayed in their lane.
fair
Stop
catches
him at the
all
16.
day long. I don't know what's going on special teams out
Here.
here.
Something going with their first possession. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact?
Going to get onto the line quickly.
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Crosses the 45.
Okay, I apologize for the lapse in the commentating. I had to make a pit stop out there at the concession stand real quick to grab something to drink. And we're back. Vanderbilt with the first down. They're driving, trying to answer on their side of the field. 43-yard line, 48-yard line.
He's gonna pass.
Back to pass, and he's sacked. He's brought down in the backfield. The edge rusher comes in. The unorthodox number 27 on defense. We usually say that as an offensive number. He's a speed rusher. He comes off that end. He's so quick. He can't handle him. Vanderbilt cannot handle him on the edge. So 2nd and forever. 2nd and 19. So far back.
Scanning the field. It's Pavia.
He's going to dump it off. He's going to try to make it manageable. 3rd and 9. Not too bad. Picked up 10 yards there. Picked up every bit of what he lost on the sack right there. This quarterback is tough. If not anything, he's tough. That transfer coming in. Star quarterback for Vanderbilt. He's back there. He's going to hand it off on the draw. He's trying to sneak it in there and surprise him. Is this 4-down territory? Let's take a look and see what we've got here. End of the first quarter here. Yeah, maybe one of those situations. If they could have got to the line quick enough there, they may have gone for it on 4th down. That may have been what they were thinking about as well when they called that play right there. We'll see what they do out of the quarter. Yep, they just go ahead and decide to punt it. They can't catch them. Can't catch them sleeping there, so. See if the refs have got some glasses yet. Obviously not. Obviously not. They have not been to the optometrist yet.
Reading the
He's going to keep it.
Yeah, and it's a
I'm a
nice
Liba.
play by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is
He's got the ball.
and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in.
They
Got that
decided
sucker to the ground.
that Samson is not going to get the football as much in this game.
And the Volunteers come to the line in the hurry up.
It's getting up to the line. They're trying to get the call in. Crowd's making it kind of difficult for him.
On second down, wants to throw.
He was talking to the coach earlier that he was not quite hearing. It wasn't very loud in his helmet.
And that'll be plenty for
The calls weren't coming in very clearly.
This slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option.
May have been a little bit of sabotage there in the locker room. We're not sure.
It's first and 10 from the 38.
Vanderbilt trying to stay in this one, this high-powered Josh Heupel offense.
Use the play fake. Now
Play fake, looking downfield, He's going to take off. He's going to take off. It was not a great decision because he was a little bit hesitant there. Fans are fired up out here. Super happy. Defense at that end, I think, was getting a little bit of a hold as well. Looked like he was getting held a little bit as well.
That defender's right in your face.
Tennessee, Vanderbilt.
a first down sack can wreck
Bringing it right
Let's
to
see
you.
what they've got on second and 14. He'll ride his man on the option.
He's going to keep it again. Late pitch up the sidelines. I believe we have a hold.
He's brought down.
There's a flag that came out in the backfield. Yep, we've got a hold. Saw that flag come out early on in the backfield. No, illegal block in the back. We're going to block in the back. They must have missed the hold. Saw the block in the back, I guess. Puts a man in motion. He's going to run the same thing. Pitch it out. No, terrible pitch. Terrible pitch out there to the sideline. I don't even know if he got that pitch. I think he may have pitched the ball out of bounds there.
Make that defense physically meet the challenge.
We're having a little bit of trouble getting the play call in here. It's bringing them to the line. Stadium is rocking. The student section's coming alive. Big third down. He's coming to get him. He takes the sack. You can't take a sack right there, but nobody was open. Nobody. It looked like some miscommunication. I believe they're having some trouble getting the play call in. I think the quarterback is still complaining about that.
They didn't give up the outside, got the sack
Oh
on the
boy, that linebacker came and ate him up in the backfield. Gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble in the backfield. A Thanksgiving weekend. Gobble, gobble in the backfield. Stadium's rocking. Are they coming to get him? No, they're dropping him back. Dropping him back for a big return here. Could have been a big one. Not too bad. Got it almost out there to the halfway mark there at the 50. Got one back in the backfield. It's going to keep it. We've definitely got a hold on this one. There's no doubt about that. That's a hold. That's a hold. There's no doubt about that one. Offensive coordinator is not happy. The play call was great. They're shooting themselves in the foot right there. And against this Tennessee team, you cannot do that. He's looking deep. Nothing. He decides to improvise, take it himself. It's a big hit. Is he going to get up after that one? Crowd is holding their breath on that one. We're going to get the 2 minute warning right here. 2 minute timeout. They might check him out over there in the tent. Looks like he's back on the field. 5 wide. He's going 5 wide. Let's see if that injury he took a little bit ago, see if it keeps him hesitant or not. No, he gets rid of the ball quick. Tennessee is all over it. You can see the frustration starting to set in with this quarterback. He's starting to get frustrated right now. He's not happy with his receivers. He feels like they should be getting open. He can't do everything himself. See what they do here. It's a heavy set. This is a heavy set. 1 wide receiver on the field. They go with the run. Sneaking it in there. Tennessee comes up huge with the 4th and 1. Did they go here? do they go here? That was a big pickup on the ground right here. That's a lot of yardage they just made up on that huge, huge third down. They choose to go 5 wide. I don't know about this call after that run he just had. Take a look. See, he dumps it out quick. Cornerback on the blitz. He catches him blitzing. That right there that's all quarterback. He hit him on the hot read, bang, boom, pow. Got him on the blitz, and off we go. Line it up. 5 wide. 3 down line for Tennessee. Gets it out again to the sideline. Very smart. Very, very smart.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy.
Make sure that you keep that offense on the sideline. 5 wide again.
3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Dumps it off. Doesn't get out of bounds this time, but he does get the first down, so they will get the stoppage of the clock for a moment. See, the referees seem to be having a little bit of trouble getting it to the line here. Clock operator starting that clock quickly. I think we had some substitutes come in there. He's going to dump it off. He dumped it off quick. He looked like he had a man getting free in the end zone there. Commodores. Vanderbilt.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Make sure you get your corn dogs at halftime, y'all.
Looking for a man. It's Pavia.
Here he tries to dump it off. Nobody there. An arid pass by the quarterback. Way over his head. Looked like he was a little bit pressured there in the pocket. Looked like he got a little bit antsy. See if we get the call in here. Single back in the backfield. On the run. He's scrambling out. Had to get rid of it. Couldn't take the sack there. Didn't want to take your kicker out of field goal position. Looks like he has enough leg for this one. And we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do here. Looks like they're going to go ahead and kick this field goal. Medium range field goal here. It's up. Tons of leg. He's got all the leg in the world, ladies and gentlemen. He does not need any more leg than that. He's going to definitely have enough leg to kick that in the red zone. Say, good call. Good call by the special teams coach. The student section is going nuts out here at Vanderbilt. Wouldn't you be too? Keeping the number 17 within range of one score. See what they do here, Josh Heupel. They like to go quick in this situation. He's got the 2-minute offense out there. They look to be going for it. Sampson with a drop, not surprising. He took tons of hits last week. We kind of expected that. We did not expect to see him touch the ball very much this game at all. He got pretty beat up in that last game. See what happens here. The stadium's not rocking very much. The student section, they may have... Oh, interception right here, ladies and gentlemen. What do we have going on here? The student section cleared out. They went to the concession a little bit early there. If you went to the bathroom early, you missed it. Cornerback, that lockdown coverage. Quarterback was pressed. He came on that hook route, and he says he was going to dump it off, and it's not there. Right here, he's going to dump it off super quick. They got 2 timeouts left. They can do pretty much anything. They can throw it over the middle. They can run the football. The offensive, the playbook is wide open here for Vanderbilt. 3 points off a turnover. Lockdown coverage, quarterback with press. They get to take 3 points right here. Doesn't matter. Field goal kick, that's fine. Even if they take a sack and get no points, it's fine. It's off a turnover, you know. Josh Heupel chose to get aggressive, and Vanderbilt has bit them. We'll see what happens there. We have not seen a wide halfback screen yet. We will not see one after this one. To the end zone? No, it throws it out of the back of the end zone. Everybody's covered out there. He's a little bit frustrated with his offensive line right now. He's kind of letting them know he wants to get points here. His quarterback really wants to get the points. He's showing his frustration of his offensive line, not giving him time. We'll see what happens there. Sneaking a screen here. No. He's antsy. He's getting sacked. Yep. Josh Heupel's deciding to get super aggressive. No. That's the Vanderbilt coach. The Vanderbilt coach taking a timeout right there. Interesting. Okay. Maybe he's decided they field goal or a touchdown right here. Oh my goodness. He's got it within the 5. They took their last timeout though. You might have to get the I'll tell you, you might have to get the field goal unit out right here. This may be a mistake. Right? If they take a sack right here. Ooh, I'm telling you that I think that's a bad call. I don't make that call. I get the field goal team out there. I just it's a 3 points. That's 3 points. You got the number 17 at your house. You get the turnover there, and yeah, he could have took a sack and it was over with. You didn't have enough time to get your field goal team out there. So with that field goal kicker, I'm sending him out there with 9 seconds to go. If you're immediately going to take that timeout right there, I believe that was a little bit of a blown call right there by the offensive coordinator. He should have let the special teams coach send out the field goal team right there. We'll see at half, right here. This guy over here, this coach over here for Tennessee, he's over there on the Vanderbilt sideline, and he seems to be super pumped. I'm not sure exactly what he's doing over there. Could be a stallion situation. We could have a stallion situation getting cooked up right here. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Let's see what Holly Rowe has to say at the half. We're gonna ask her about what was going on out there, and we'll get back to you guys on that and see what was happening right there with the Tennessee coach over there. It could have been one of the students for Tennessee had snuck his way onto the Vanderbilt sideline and was possibly trolling them. Could have been what was going on right there. We're not sure. We'll check with Holly Rowe and see what she has to say about that one. Vanderbilt super happy they get the ball at half right here. So what happens? He's going to take it out. Not a great decision. This quarterback for Vanderbilt. Let's see if he's kind of calmed down a little bit. He was fired up there after that interception and letting his offensive line know about it too. I get it. You get frustrated with your offensive line. You want to see some more blocking, but it kind of comes back to the offensive coordinator a little bit right there too. You've got to, in my opinion, you've got to not abandon the run in that situation. You can't put it all on your quarterback. We all know this defensive front for Tennessee is an SEC. It's an SEC front, and they're all good. Even you could even say that Vanderbilt's got a good defensive front as well. So we'll see what happens here. The offensive coordinator, I believe, heard about it. That's why they came out with 2 run plays there to start the half. And he's going to get sacked. This Tennessee D-line may be putting it on their back. We'll see what happens here. After that interception, I'm sure the defensive coach came to them and said, "Look, guys, We've got a better front seven, and we've got to show it. So that was a great 3-and-out right there, 4th and 7. Got the sack, stuffed the run. We'll see what Vanderbilt does, what their answer is for that situation right there. Hunting out of his end zone. Had the block on there. Got a fair catch. We're seeing a fair catch. First fair catch we've seen all day today.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Running the option
Quarterback
blitz
keeper,
now.
not a surprise there. Pretty much was the same game plan. Do we have a hold here? He's blaming it on him. He's blaming it on the other guy. They're calling it on somebody else right here. They're calling it on 70, and I believe he was pointing at another one of his teammates, saying that they got the number wrong. So.
Stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can
Had the block
overcome it.
on there. Got a fair catch. We're seeing a fair catch.
From the
First fair
gun,
catch
they'll
we've
try to
seen
impose
all
their
day
will.
today. Update here on that Tennessee. What we thought was a coach, come to find out it absolutely was. It was one of the older looking students that had snuck onto the Vanderbilt sideline and was doing a troll type of situation. I guess apparently it was a truth or dare situation from last night, and somebody had dared him to try to sneak onto the sideline, and he made his way on there. Unfortunately for him, that's going to be the last we see of him this game. He's going to be escorted off the premises and out of the stadium, and thankfully so probably for his own good. I imagine so. You do not want to see let the Vanderbilt student section get wind of that situation at all.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first.
He says he thought it was a first down. You're 5 yards short at least right there. I'm not sure. Maybe he wants to go with it. He's signaling Josh. He wants to go. See what they decide. Yeah, absolutely not. He said no. We're going to go ahead and punt it away. Defensive line is playing very well. Stadium Pulse is getting back up there again. The student section has made its way back from the concession stand. That's a great punt right there. It looks to me like they got that one right. They got that out of bounds. They got that call absolutely right there on that one. They have not abandoned the run. The head coach for Vanderbilt has let them know we want to see you run the football more. We need to wear out this defensive line. That's a good call. Clemson, boy, did they get a lot of people that, or Tennessee. My mistake. I was calling the Clemson game earlier. Tennessee has got a heck of a traveling situation. We got a little bit of cloud cover here. Apologize about that. A little cloud cover coming in. Yeah, the traveling area for Tennessee over there is looking good. They've got a lot of people that made this game. Not surprising right now in the street, right? It's a rivalry, so. See what happens right here. Tries to hand it. It's a fake. It's beautiful. He takes it off. See, you don't have to do it all with your quarterback. Number 2 says, okay, I'm getting this figured out in this game right here. I don't have to do it all.
This guy can just take games
You
over.
can fake the handoff, and I can go ahead and make that read.
Like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football.
Getting another look at the traveling section for Tennessee.
This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself.
2 in the backfield.
He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just
Fake,
playing above
looking
the line.
downfield. He's going to take off. Didn't have anything. His dump off wasn't even open either. He didn't even have a dump off on that call right there. He was looking deep all the way, and his dump off was covered up, and
He comes away with a sack.
defensive line's coming through. He had him on the double team as well. That's why he probably thought he was going to be able to take off and get something right there. And he just fought through that double team. It's great play. Great play by Tennessee, for sure. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they end up taking this into the fourth quarter or not here. We'll see what happens. They're at home. They may do that. No, they're going to go ahead and snap it. They're going to snap it, give it off to the back. They're playing, Vanderbilt's not playing bad defense. So I don't knock these calls at all. Run the football. Get the defensive line tired. You really, it's a good decision. It really is. You can't put it all on that quarterback. We all know that quarterback is good. Number 2 is good. So you can't put it all off on him.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too
See what happens here after they change field. Third down, long.
Back to throw. It's
Run the football. He's looking, he's got nothing, he's scrambling out. Can he get the first? He's gonna get stuffed. He's gonna get stuffed. They have a decision to make here. Your offense is really not doing much here in this second half. So do you go ahead and try to go for it right here? Let's see what happens. I think they're bringing the punt team on. Yeah, they look to be bringing the punt team on. Better look out for this fake, Tennessee. Tennessee is looking for the fake. Fair catch. No, they're going to go ahead and take. No, they did call the they called the fair catch. Snuck in the fair catch, looked like right there. Two backs in the backfield. Let's see if Sampson starts to get the ball a little bit here. Bam, Sampson. Sampson on the outside. Sampson making a play. Catches that pitch. I believe Tennessee is going to start going to Sampson. He's not been getting touching the ball for the first 3 quarters of this game. He's maybe had 2 or 3 touches. I believe he's going to start getting the bulk of the touches now.
And the Volunteers are in the hurry up.
2 backs in the backfield. Let's see if Sampson puts him back in motion again. Blown up. Absolutely gobbled up in the backfield. Gobble on this Thanksgiving weekend. Rivalry weekend. Gobbled him up. Gobble.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own
3 in the backfield. See what they do here with this right here. Play action, fake looking deep. Gets a man open on the out route. That's a beautiful deep out route play. Number 5 with the hands. You can't beat that. That might be the ball game. We'll see. 3 minutes to go. 4th quarter. It's a super play by the wide receiver, getting in between the zone and getting open. Great vision by the quarterback. It's going to audible out here. Gets a man open on the out route. Burning the clock. Josh says burn the clock. Get it down past 5. Snaps the ball. Gets the ball. No. Fakes it to Sampson. Maybe Sampson just didn't take the ball from the quarterback. Was that a bad read, or was that may have been a miscommunication from that freshman running back right there? I believe that was a miscommunication right there. I think the quarterback was trying to hand that off. And I think Sampson just didn't take the ball. Ooh, I don't know about that one. 2nd and 19 now. It's getting, it's not good. It's not good at all. Still burning the clock here. He keeps it. Decides he's going to do it himself. Well, this quarterback's taken quite a few hits in this game. He's really decided that he's going to put this game on his shoulders. Sampson. It's like they played for the punt right there, ladies and gentlemen. Ate some clock off there. That's pretty good call. Pretty good call. Stadium. The student section is getting back into it. They're getting fired back up. Their team is going to get an opportunity here. Yes, looks like the referees have got their glasses on now for those punts out of bounds. That's a good call. That's about where I had it. I had it at the 15. It's at the 17. It's coming across the middle. They've got all day long. Minute 45 to go. They've got 2 timeouts. They've got all day. Quarterback really seems to be pleased with the play calls. He seems to be happy. He's getting his team fired up. He's trying to stay positive. He knows that at the end of the first half right there, he got kind of frustrated with his team. They may have let him hear about it in the locker room at halftime. Dump off route. That receiver barely had enough time to turn around. Great instincts right there. Didn't even know it was coming. Time he turned around, bam, it's right there. Great instincts, great hand, great smarts to get out of bounds. No, they didn't call him out of bounds. Oh my goodness. Did they get the call in here? They're running to the line now. They thought he was out of bounds. All right, let's see what they do here. Now he says, now we're out of bounds. He said, now the quarterback said, now try to call that inbounds, ref. We're out of bounds now. You've got to work this clock correctly. Got to be smart. You've got plenty of time here. Can't call bad plays. Let's see them abandon the run on this drive. He's going deep. Receiver can't bring it in. Might have been looking for extra yards on that one. He did the quarterback kind of left his receiver out to dry right there, throwing it into double coverage. Let's see if we get the replay on that one. No, we do not. We don't have time. They're getting to the line too quickly. 2 running backs in the backfield. Split set. Both back to block. He had him plenty of time. He went for the short slant. He's starting to get frustrated again. You can tell the quarterback's starting to get frustrated again. That was on the wide receiver. That was where it needed to be. Down low on the slant pass, just dropped it. Wide receiver just dropped the ball. Let's see what happens here. Did they bring the heat? That end rusher's been all over him all game. Number 27 again in the backfield. That guy he might be approaching the regular game sack record. Pierce Jr. again. That's the 3rd time we're calling his number out there. He might be approaching the record for regular games. That was a 4th down call. And Tennessee's out there split back. Yep, and we believe that's probably going to be the ball game. Vanderbilt is stuck calling their timeouts. So you cannot take the sack. If you're Vanderbilt, you cannot take the sack on that 4th down. I thought that was a 3rd down situation. They may have got the downs wrong on that play. I thought that was a 3rd down, and it ended up being a 4th down. So Vanderbilt taking the timeout. It looks like, yeah, they can just go ahead and take the knees here. They've got, yep. The student section is going to be fired up after taking that sack on that 4th down. I believe the quarterback is going to be hearing about that one, but, hey, Pierce came through. Pierce Jr. absolutely came through for Tennessee in that game. Are they going to try to kick a field goal? Are we going to add a little bit of salt to the situation right here? Goodness. I don't know about that call. Imagine if he would have got that blocked and they would have tried to return that little cloud cover. Imagine if they would have tried to return that one off a blocked kick. Well, I'll tell you what, that offensive coordinator, I don't know what he's doing there. He took a knee and got the clock started. I don't know what happened. Clock operator, something's going on. Got a little chance for a Hail Mary situation right here. He's looking deep. He dumps it off. Gets rid of the ball. He was antsy in the pocket. He had all day. This quarterback, I tell you, he had all day in the pocket on that one. And he was I think he's fully aware of Pierce coming off that edge, that speed rusher. Number 27. Look at this front right here. We're looking to put a little pressure. He's coming after him, dumps it off quickly. I don't know about that one. Looked like a little bit of a hook and lateral situation that went awry. If you're going to run a hook and lateral type of situation, you're going to have to be able to get your guy out there to make that pitch. It looked to me like that's what that was, and everybody was just out there blocking for him. That was a botched play. I think that was a botched hook and lateral play is what that was. Tennessee coming out, big time victory, staying atop. They were number 7 right there. Let's see if that moves them up the rankings or not. Let's go. Let's see who we've got coming up next. Let's see who we've got coming up next right here. Like we've got the Fighting Illini. The Fighting Illini and Northwestern. Tennessee coming out. Big time victory, staying atop. We're going to have to make sure we get this right this time. Northwestern versus Illinois. Looks like Northwestern is at home in this game. Let's get into that game real quick, like. Battle for the land of Lincoln here coming up.
Welcome to Ryan Field on the campus of Northwestern University and home to the Wildcats, where the purple-clad fans are eager to get this one started.
You have to trust yourself. Northwestern is a program that has been well known for their running back situation being absolutely outstanding. Some unbelievable running backs have came out of Northwestern. It's a Big Ten matchup here. We got the Fighting Illini ranked at number 22 versus an unranked Northwestern. They're going to take it out. On these kickoffs, we have not seen a fair catch all day long. And we're not going to see one today. I do not believe we're going to see one today. See what they do here. Let's see if they keep this ball on the ground like we expect to see them happen. Yes, we're expecting to see them keep the ball on the ground. This running back number 1, he's an elusive style running back. He can make things happen. He can get out of the backfield. He can make things happen north, south, east, west. We expect to see him receiving the ball out of the backfield. They talked about the halfback screen possibly playing into this one. We'll see what happens here. Looks like we got a little jumbo set and one wide receiver. I expect to see him getting fed regularly in this game right here. Number 1, Porter, getting it done, celebrating, letting people know, getting the fans into it early on. They said the land of Lincoln is ours today. They've got the Fighting Illini on their heels. 2 backs in the backfield. I expect to see him getting fed. Little hesitation pitch there. It's a little hesitation pitch there. Not expecting to see this from a pocket-style quarterback. We're seeing a lot of option in the in the run game for college football nowadays. You know, a lot of these teams are running it, trying to get to the sidelines. We got some new guys coming in here, new offensive linemen. They said they're trying to keep the offensive line fresh for this game. Northwestern, we talked to Holly Rowe out there before this game started, and she said we're going to see some guys coming in and out on that offensive line. We're going to try to keep them fresh. We want to pop them in the mouth. We want to run Big Ten football. We want to run the football against this Illini front here. 3 down linemen. Speaking of the run, here we go. Quarterback sees it as well. He sees a 3 down front. Says we're going to run right into it, right into the teeth of it. A little bit of confusion there, I believe, on the blocking assignments right there for the offensive line for Northwestern. Right here, we're going to have to kick this off. Punt it away. It was a good use of field position. Let's see if they can pin them back here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the refs are seeing on these kicks out of bounds. That one looked to me like it was within the 5 or the 10, and it's out there clear on the 28-yard line, ladies and gentlemen. Get these refs some glasses out here. What is happening today? We've seen that all day long. These punts out of bounds is just absolutely horrendous on the markers here. I don't know what's happening, what's going on right here. We're not getting this in here. Something's going on with these line judges out here. Northwestern is getting it absolutely fired up here. Get these refs some glasses out here.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
We've seen
Able
it
to work
all
it to the
day long.
39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Absolutely horrendous.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We're not getting this in here. Something's going on with these line judges out here.
Illinois lining up quickly.
They're going to hurry it up. They got Northwestern on their heels. Illini working it downfield. Play fake, looking deep. Quarterback's looking. Dump off wasn't there. You have to throw the ball out right there, right? You got to throw the ball out of bounds. He was in the pocket. Maybe he had the guy toward the sideline. You got to throw it toward the sideline over his head. You know, it's one of those type of situations. I believe the quarterback coach is going to talk to him about that one right there. They're going to see that one right there. You know, it happened quick. He came pretty quick, but at the same time, you've got to be able to tell your quarterback in that type of situation, you've got to get the ball out of your hands. You know, if you maybe an intentional grounding, you know, offensive coordinator's got to work on getting some guys toward the sideline. He's got to have somewhere to do with it. Big tight end catching the ball across the middle, deep in route. Let's go, big boy, number 85. Making a huge grab right there, finding the hole in the zone. Maybe Northwestern needs to think about playing a little bit more man coverage in this game. Two halfbacks in the backfield. Split back. He's coming across the middle. He's got his big tight end again, number 85. They love spreading this big tight end out there for the passing game. They love putting him out there. They can line him up. They can come in as a blocking. There's so many different packages they can run. As you see him in the backfield as a blocker right here. They've got another big tight end out there on the side for the pass as well. Coming across the middle, the speedy wide receiver, number 4. He's got the ball. He's coming across. Gets the possession catch. So smart. So smart by Illinois right here in this game early on. This drive, they've been driving it downfield. They only took the 1 sack. You know, they've only had the 1 bad-looking offensive play here, and they are in Northwestern territory. Split back, not abandoning the run. Keeping the football, being smart. They could have had a late pitch there, and it could have been an absolute terrible pitch. He said, that's on me. He probably should have gave it off on that first play to the fullback. I believe there's a fullback right there in the backfield with him. And he probably should have gave it off. We'll see what they do here. They got that fullback spread out. They got that tight end spread out to the outside. They can do so much. Illinois can do so much with this offense out here. And they give it to him. They're going to give it out there. Maybe a big running back. Possibly number 25. That may be a big running back they put out there. They may like him out there on those passes too. Just get to the sideline. That's not difficult as long as you don't have stone hands. I believe that was a catch. He may have dropped that. We're 3rd and 10. He does. They're coming to get him. Halfback screen pass. We've seen it all day. Teams have been running it all day. They're taking a page from the Clemson playbook early on, running the halfback screen, getting him out there. What do we see here? Do you go 4th and 3, or do you trust your kicker? It's a decent one. We're going to call this a long one. Looks like a 45-yarder. Let's see what happens here. Does he make it or does he shank it? He's got it. And he's got the leg. It looks to me like he's got the leg at 50. His offensive lineman is so excited he's knocking over his own kicker. He just knocked over his own kicker out there. Head coach is going to give him a absolute earful after that one. That's your own guy. That's friendly fire right there. You can't run over your own kicker out there. Let's see if that comes back to haunt him later on. he misses an extra point or something because of that.
He's got it. He's got the leg.
Hidden injuries, you know.
Hit 50. His offensive lineman is so excited he's knocking over
After
his
that
own
last
kicker.
field goal drive, they're set to kick it
He
away.
just knocked over his own kicker out there. Head coach is going to give him
Bringing it out. He's got
He's
blockers.
fearful after that.
Oh my goodness, that was exciting right there. He had a head full of steam and plenty of blockers. We all know this number one can make it happen. He can make you pay. Let's see what happens here. Going to try to spread him out. I think they're going to try to save him here. But I'm going to tell you right now, that number one, he can take it to the house. You give him a crease and he's gone. He's out of here.
Football become if you're the more physical team. If you can threat the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense.
Oh my goodness, that was
Let's see if they start going to a little bit of play action here.
and plenty of blockers. We all know this number one can make it.
Tight end motion.
Make you pay.
Number one gets it. No, he keeps it. Quarterback keeping it. The pocket passer keeping the ball. We're seeing this pocket passer keeping the football. Maybe trying to put it on his shoulders for this big rivalry game. We did not expect to see this pocket style quarterback keeping the football very often. He's not the most fleet-footed guy either, so it might be sneaking up on the defense here. That may be the call there. Sneaking him out of the backfield, coming up with a halfback screen. I'm telling you, this guy can take it. You cannot lose contain on Porter. This guy is elusive enough, and he's got the speed to the outside. If he hits that second gear and hits that next level, it's over with. Right here, you get a good block right here. He could have took it. He's taking a page out of that Clemson book with that halfback screenplay. See what happens right here. We've got two backs in the backfield right here. Look like a wide receiver in the backfield back here on this one. We may have seen a little bit of what they were trying to run, a little bit of trickery right there. Because I did see that wide receiver in the backfield back there. Now it looks like we're going to spread him out wide. Number one, focus on that number one out wide right there. See what happens here. He's looking to him. He's looking to him. It's not there. He's going to take the sack. It wasn't there. It was not there. Nobody's getting open. Illini stepping up right there. And that's what I was talking about when you have a quarterback that's not the most fleet-footed type of dude. You cannot you can't get out of the pocket. You're not going to be able to make any plays on out there with your feet and everything. So we'll see what happens again. They like what they see right there. I don't know about this call. I don't know about this call. You couldn't get him open before. He goes after number one. I believe he had tunnel vision on that the last snap before that. I believe that's what happened. He caught tunnel vision on number one, trying to get deep right there, and he wasn't able to break it free. Now they got him back there in the backfield. It's back there to block. He can do it all, you know. I know these NFL scouts have really been showing up to these Northwestern games, these late Northwestern games here at the end. These NFL guys are really loving number one because he can block, he can line up out there at wide receiver. He's a real, what'd you say, a Reggie Bush style elusive back right here. This is going to be a super long field goal right here. It's a long field goal right here. It's about a 55-yard field goal right here. See what we do. Does he have the leg? He's got the leg for it. He's got the leg for it. It's a 53-yarder. That's a great kick. If you're Northwestern, you're super happy about that situation. You know, we didn't know that kicker had that kind of range to him. You know, right there. It looks to me like he may have strained himself on that one, to be honest with you. So we'll kind of take a look at that later on in the game and see if that affects him later on. Because I think he stretched his leg to the limit right there. And yeah, we're getting the calling right there. That is, yes, that's his long kick for the season right there. So yeah, he definitely stretched himself, and he may have strained his leg on that kick. So we'll take a look and see if that affects the game later on. Illini is back up. We're going to try to see if they try to make something happen. Look like they're going to split them all the way out. They're going to spread them out here. And a little dump off right here. They've got their timeouts. They've got 2 timeouts. They're looking at that Lincoln Land trophy and saying, hey, that's ours. We're going to bring that home. So we'll see what happens right here. See if Northwestern can start getting a little bit of pressure on this quarterback. This quarterback is pretty much carving them up. Yeah, this Illini, I'm telling you, they're making them pay, and they're trying to bring some heat, and it's just not getting there. This Illini offensive line is really doing a good job of protecting this quarterback here. Let's see if they get super pass happy here and keep on trying to dump it off. Look up the seam. He's up the middle seam right there during field goal range. So they've got minimum field goal here. They've got no timeout. You cannot take a sack right here. If you do not take a sack right here, you've got guaranteed points. See what happens right here. He's going deep to the end zone. No, he's throwing it out of bounds. Way over his guy's head. He really didn't have anything, but he was taking a shot there. Let's see. He's got time. They've got time to take another shot. And, here's the question. Do you risk it? Or do you just go ahead and put your field goal kicker out there? You don't have a timeout. That's the thing. You got to be smart here. This offensive coordinator has to be smart, not take a sack. He's going to throw the same pass, same thing. Same result, same thing. He's got a guy right there that's getting to that pylon. Right there in that second play, the second time he's right there. And I don't know if it's just an errant pass or if he's getting antsy and does not want to take that sack. I believe that yes, they've got the field goal kicking team out there now. That's a smart call right there. 8 seconds to go. It's smart. Plenty of leg for that. Yeah, absolutely. That field goal kicker, I tell you, he's money. It does not seem like that offensive lineman knocking him over early in the game has got him rattled or it didn't get in his head. That guy kind of thawing. That guy kind of fell at his feet right there. I think he was like trying to show him a little bit of pressure and say, hey, let's see if we can rattle this guy since he got knocked over early on in the game. So let's see. They're going to take it there to the concession stand. Looks like Northwestern, they're not very pleased about that outcome. Let's see what they do right here. Lightning in a bottle. You've ever heard of that saying, you get a little lightning in the bottle on this little kickoff return right here. And we know this guy can take it. We know he's got the speed to take it. We've seen it earlier, with a great kick. And they're just going to go ahead and take this to halftime. That's smart. I believe that's a smart call. You're right now you're down, but you're down to a ranked team at home. No big mistakes. You don't want to drop back and take a sack fumble right there in that type of situation. So you take that right there to the half. We're going to check it out. We're going to see what happens here. Will it come back to get Northwestern the fact that they don't have that X factor type of quarterback that we've seen in college football that's really started to take over? You don't see the field general type of pocket passer style quarterback really taking over games. It's always been the scrambler type of guy, the Terrell Pryors, Vince Youngs of the world, RG3, you just on and on. Cam Newton, you can just go on and on about these style of quarterbacks that can really take the game over with their scrambling ability. The bad thing about having a pocket passer when you're playing in the college game nowadays, these edge rushers are just so fast, and it seems like every team's got one. One or two, or possibly three or four. The Illini has been doing a very good job with their pocket passer. He's just been carving up the defense, but he's got a great offensive line. That's the big difference right here that we're seeing. Northwestern, they've got great running backs. We all know that. We've been talking about that all game. And so the thing that they're doing, they're more of a power run game, give the ball, work the clock type of deal. But the only issue is when they get down, can they score enough points? Do they have the playmakers to get out there and get it done? Because the Illini has really been keying in on number one at that on that second quarter. Pretty much didn't let him do anything. They tried to spread him out, couldn't do anything with him. If it's me and I'm the head coach for Northwestern, I'm just looking to go ahead and just give the ball to number one, give him as many touches as possible. And if I lose the game giving it to my star running back, I lose the game giving it to my running back. It is what it is. But this offensive line, I'm telling you, for the Illinois, is just giving him all day. He's got all day long. When you have a good offensive line like the Illinois does, and they're playing so well today on the road, they're giving him all day. He's got zero pressure. I believe he's taken 1 sack in this game. It was early on in the first quarter. They're going to run to the line here. They've been getting points, but they've been getting to the red zone and stalling out. We'll see if they kind of solve their red zone woes here. He's look deep, throws a pick, just a bad pick. That's a bad pick. That's a horrible pick. That's a terrible pick. And it's on him. He knows it's on him. Wow. He must not have seen the guy covering underneath. That's the only thing I can say about that. It happens. Sometimes you get into the zone of throwing the ball, and you got all day long, and you just throw a bad pick. Then that's just a bad pick. The guy was waiting it all day long, read the quarterback's eyes, kind of played off of him a little bit, maybe baited him into that throw just a little bit, and because maybe he was kind of in the zone so much that he got comfortable. And that could have been the situation. Like, oh, I can throw that in there. He's not gonna be able to make up that ground. Boom, done deal. Guy made up the ground for Northwestern. A great interception, and it completely changes the image of the game because it completely changed the field position. Now Northwestern can pretty much do whatever they want to do. They've got their tight end back there. They've got double running backs back there. I believe that's a wide receiver, that number 8, little cloud cover there. I apologize about the cloud cover coming over. It's been a cloudy day for every game. Looks like they're going to fake it to the tight end on the read. And I'm telling you, this offensive coordinator is mixing it up. He is mixing it up with this guy out here, but it kind of lets you know it's like, how much of a wear and tear do you want to put on your pocket style quarterback, having them run that read option like that? Because he's not very fast, he's not very nimble, he's not very agile. You know he's going to feel these hits in the morning for sure, but he may have just said, gobble, gobble, give me the ball. It's Thanksgiving. Yep. And it is what it is. That's what I said earlier on. Illinois is really keying in on this number one on Porter. It may have been the celebrations he was doing earlier on when he was ripping off those big gains early on, and he was kind of doing a whole bunch of hooting and hollering and celebrating. And it's kind of what happens in these rivalry games. You get fired up in it, and these defenses, they kind of take it personal. And they say, okay, you're gonna start to celebrate on this early on. You got a couple big games, cool, good deal, and then we're gonna shut you up real quick, and that seems to be what's going on here. We will see. We'll see what happens here, right here. You got the opportunity. Yep, you got a big leg field goal kicker. I can't imagine not taking the tie, not getting 3 points here, right off turnover. You've got to take the 3 points. It's absolutely, he's money. I just don't see him. I don't see this guy missing it at all. I believe he's is he a senior or a junior kicker right here? We're not sure. We'll check in. We'll check in at the end of the game here. I don't have that information in front of me right now, so we'll take a look at it. The student section is fired up after that interception. We'll see. We will see if Illinois, that QB, if he settles down. You know what I mean? After that big turnover, because that was number 9. That was an absolutely atrocious interception right there. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if this kick returner can do him any help. Not much at all. It's one of those type of deals. Got that jet offense out there. We're running them out there right after it happens. Let's see what happens. Tight end in the backfield. We saw him earlier spreading out and catching some big time passes for him. Quarterback is a little bit, yep, there he is out of the backfield. He's a little bit, you can tell he's a little bit worked up after that interception right there. You can tell by that pass, it was kind of a little bit early. He had plenty of time in the pocket, and I felt like he kind of dumped that ball off kind of extra early. But let's see what happens. Let's see if he gets back into the rhythm of things. He's got to know that his offensive line is absolutely giving him all day long, all day. So you got to trust your guys. We're giving it to the tight end again. This guy's getting touches. This number 85, he's been getting just buckets of touches here. He doesn't like it. The quarterback doesn't like it. The head coach says, "Hey, what we're trying to do here is we're trying to burn some clock. We're trying to keep Northwestern off the field. We know that number 1 can take it all the way." So what the head coach is thinking, and he's going with a little offset right here. So we'll see what happens. Let's see if he can get somebody wide open here. He's looking. He's got him on the sideline. Very nice. Looks like he's settling in. Very nice. Quarterback is getting his wits about him. That was a great throw. He's got plenty of arm strength. That's what the pro scouts are looking at, and it, not as a starter, but as a scout team guy. This Illinois quarterback may be a guy you want to add into on your team. You might take him out there sixth or seventh round or something like that, see what happens. But he does have a big arm. That's the thing about him. He's got a big arm. He's a patient type of guy. He doesn't throw a lot of interceptions. He trusts his offensive line. Yes, we saw the bad pick there. And he doesn't have a tendency to make those bad decisions. That's what we were so surprised about that awful interception he threw early on. You got a little jumbo set right here, multiple tight ends. I think he's at the point to where getting settled back in. The offensive coordinator says, "Let's get him back in rhythm. Let's see what happens here. Let's see if they try to sneak in a halfback screen here, or possibly a mid screen, a wide receiver mid screen." We talked about that earlier on in the day during that Ohio State game, whether or not that was back or not. The mid screen. I believe that's what they were just trying to catch him with. They were going with the five wide. I think that would have been a wide receiver mid screen right there. We'll see what happens here at the four. They got the fours up. We have not seen the mascot. We've not seen the Wildcat come out for Northwestern yet. Surprising. We've seen the mascots really show strong on this Thanksgiving weekend. He's just got to get the ball out there. Possibly look at that as a fumble. I believe his arm was going forward on that play, so it just came out, as it goes. It is what it is. It's not going to be intentional grounding, obviously, because he's getting hit as he throws the ball. Some of the fans who are out there screaming and hollering, they want intentional grounding on that play right there. But yeah, that's what happens when you get hit and you throw it. You're not going to get that call. They're not going to throw that flag. Now, if he'd just thrown the ball away and then nobody hit him, then absolutely that's intentional grounding, no doubt about it. Let's see what happens right here. If they try to get number one in the football still, they got plenty of time, 5 minutes to go. Looks to me like they're kind of spreading it out a little bit. They're coming with this funky package with this number 8 guy out here in the backfield for the Wildcats. I believe he might play maybe both positions. He may be playing both running back and the wide receiver position. We've seen him in the backfield a whole bunch during this game, and we've also seen him spread out wide a bunch. So yeah, and he's number 8 over there on the left-hand side. You see him highlighted in the slot. Number 1, yep. They keep faking it, and he keeps holding it. And I'm not sure exactly what the quarterback is thinking here on these plays, because it looked to me like number 1, had all the running room in the world right there. And this quarterback just kind of seems like, maybe, I don't know, maybe he's looking forward to Monday and coming in and everybody chanting his name or something during this rivalry game or what. But, he's been holding the ball a bunch. He's been keeping it on these reads, and let's see what number 1 can do right here. See, number 1's really been the workhorse, and it's kind of like, in that type of situation, you got to let your guys go out there and make the plays, and it seems to me like a hero situation right now. A Turkey Day weekend hero situation. This quarterback's trying to put it on his shoulders, and they're grumbling. You can hear the grumblings coming from the student section, and I don't want to say it, being from out here in Oklahoma, you don't want to hear that you know a lot of grumblings are going on. Do you put the backup in? Do you trust this pocket style quarterback to go ahead and make the correct read, or try to keep it in himself, or do you try your backup? It's a rivalry game. It's late in the game. He's probably very cold. To me, I don't. I just talk to my quarterback and I say, look, you've got to make a better read on that situation. Work on these read calls. And you might just tell him, we might be calling a read call, but we want you to hand it off. I don't want you to read anything. It may be a read call that we're giving you, but I want you to hand it off no matter what. And that may be the situation that's going on right now. That quarterback coach might be talking to him. The head coach is probably on the sideline saying, "Hey, I know you want to come through. It's big time. We've got your families out here. You're celebrating Turkey Day. Y'all talked about it over Thanksgiving dinner about you showing up looking like the hero and all that. But in this game, this may not be the time at the end of this game to go ahead and do that, because number 1, boy, he was really a big spark for this team out here. And so we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens if they smarten him up and they get it rolling. But
Kept it on the ground on first down.
looks
Now
to
back
me
line. The clock
like
has started.
Illinois may be driving here. They may be getting smart, a little more conservative with the football right here. There's going to be there's less passing going on. We'll see what they do right here. Stadium crowd, they're getting back into it. They're starting to get pumped up. They're getting behind their quarterback.
He makes the
Um,
connection.
you can hear them on the sideline chanting, you know, hand the ball off, hand the ball off. Everybody's just, you know, kind of getting into his ear a little bit. Hand the ball off. Let number one get the ball. He's walking up and down the sideline. I can see number one walking up and down the sideline, kind of getting behind his offensive lineman and letting them know, hey, give me the ball. Kind of, he's getting in the head coach's ear a little bit too. You can see him over there on the sideline, telling him, hey, give me the football, coach. I'm put me in. I'm ready to go. You know, so we'll see what happens. Number 12 is he's kind of, you know, I think he's heard an earful after this situation about him keeping on holding it. So we'll see if Northwestern can get a stop here because they both of these teams have big legs. Then you know that they're playing for a field goal here. Absolutely, they might be in trouble here if we're going to start seeing Northwestern use their timeouts right here to try to stop this clock, try to get their offense back on the field one more time. We'll see if Illinois chooses to go in here or just go ahead and kill the whole clock. Looks to me like it's one of those type of situations to where they're just going to make them. I believe they're going to make them take all their timeouts here. I don't see any. I don't see a knee on the field at this point right here, but I do see some reads. Look like they're going to stack the box as well, looking for the run. And yeah, they're just going to keep giving it off for sure. A little stretch play, and yep, they're going to stuff it. He's trying to get where the kicker wants him the ball, you know, in the hash marks and everything. So, I believe, yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's just gonna line it back up. I imagine he'll just line it back up, get it where. Yeah, he'll just get it back to where the kicker wants it, right in the middle of the field, right there. And they've forced Northwestern to use all their timeouts. The quarterback, yeah, he's trying to act like, oh, we're gonna stay on the field, coach. Like they're not. They're gonna get the field goal kicker out there. It's gonna be a 9-point game for Illinois. Illinois has got 9 on them. 3 points up. Taking it all the way down. And no shank. No shank here. No whammies. No whammies for the Fighting Illini. They're coming through. They're trying to protect that 22 rank. They're trying to protect it. Coming through. It's looking good for them. We're going to get the field goal kicker out there. It's going to be a 9-point game for Illinois. Illinois has got 9 on them. 3 points up. Let's see what happens here. Northwest and the fans are feeling deflated. Do they have enough time to keep handing the ball off to number one? I think they missed their opportunity. I think that was what the grumblings were about getting the backup in there. I think at this point right now, I think the student section kind of felt like they're not going to have much time on the field, so they got a little bit of an offset type of situation right here. Let's see what the quarterback does. He's got all day, can't get rid of it. You can't take a sack right there. Was that a sack? The ball came out right there. Is that a sack fumble? They call it a sack on the field. The clock's still running. I don't know what's going on there. Wow. I'm not sure what happened right there. Looked like a sack fumble. Maybe the quarterback couldn't get back up or something. I don't know what happened there. They must have called him down. I imagine they called him down, and so they take it. Yep, they got the land, Lincoln land. All right, very good. Illinois gets the dub. Illinois pulls it out. Let's see what we got here. What do we got here? Richmond Spiders? The Richmond Spiders here? Eastern Kentucky Villanova? Who else do we have here? Little UTSA Army? I say we go to this UTSA Army game and see what's going on here. Let's see if we can catch that one before it starts. Give us just a second here. Let's see if we can jump into this Roadrunner Army game before this gets kicked off here. Looks like we're at Army. Let's try to get this in before it starts here. Let me see what we can do here. The Roadrunners are coming into this matchup unranked. Army top 25. Army's got a top 25. Don't say that very often. Don't say that very often about our guys out there. Doing a good job. We've got the helicopters going up top. That's a beautiful sight right there. Tell you right now, if you're a big fan of the U.S. military, the great thing that you'll see about these military academies, they really love their college football. You know, that's the thing about college football that you're going to see, always going to see out here. They love their U.S. military. Didn't get to see them run out in the American flags, which is kind of disappointing. Not gonna lie, I would love to have seen them come out in a game like that. Maybe it's not a big enough game for them, but I'd love to see them come out wrapped in the American flags. Boy, that would be a sight to see. That is for sure. Maybe if we get to see Army in the playoffs at some point, we might get to see something like that, or who knows. So. Roadrunners. Talking about this senior out here. This is senior number 0. We'll see what happens. Gonna start off with the read. Now this quarterback seems to have some juice. He's a little bit fleet-footed. We will see what happens with this guy right here.
I love wide receivers that want to get involved in the running game. It's not enough today in college football to want to catch the ball. You got to be able and willing to run down the field and block somebody as well. And you saw it right there in that QB run.
The give, and he's looking for room behind the left tackle. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay back.
Getting it rolling.
The Roadrunners want to pick up
The Roadrunners, they want to run a little hurry up offense right here. I tell you, this stadium is absolutely fired up.
Pressure coming. Good job to
He's got to throw it away.
play and just get rid of that.
He's got to throw that one away. Well, I tell you, West Point, they show up. Thanksgiving Day weekend, they show up. A lot of the cadets are out here.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass.
Got the pressure on him. He's going to be sacked. He's going down. UTSA had it rolling. They had it rolling a few plays early on, and it looked to me like the defensive line is coming to play today. They are happy about it. They're all out there in their camouflage, as always. It's just another day for them to be out there in their camo. They don't mind it. It's just another day for them to be out there in that camouflage. Looking good. Looking good. We're going to give them the... Right there. Looked to me like the defensive line's coming to play today.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The Cadets offense.
EA Sports. It's in the EA.
Here for the offense.
Looking good. Looking good. See what Army has to do here.
Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen,
Let's see what this West Point Army offense has to offer today.
he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot
Defense
of
is
talent.
on their
He's gotta make sure
heels.
he's making the right decisions moving forward.
may wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs
Defenses on their heels
a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Reading the option is Bailey.
A little bit of a botched handoff right there. I think the running back didn't take the ball.
Giving the ball to the back.
We saw that.
He
We
tried
saw
to make
that
something
in
out
that
of nothing,
Clemson
but
game a
there was
little bit.
really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play.
A
That's
bad
scheme
read.
really
That
puts
South
the defense
Carolina
in a
quarterback
bind.
had some
Them, I
issues with that
wouldn't
as
let
well.
play
Getting the
stop
ball
them from
handed off
trying
that
to run
freshman.
it later in this game.
See what happens here.
Now,
Army running that triple option style offense. I think we've all, all come to see that same style offense with these military schools, Army, Navy, Air Force. A lot of them running that triple option style. Now with Army, we do see them spread the ball out more. We still see him spread the ball out, some 4 wide. He missed it there. That was bad ball carrier vision by that running back right there. He cut it to the inside. He's got blockers for days. I'm not sure what he did right there. It's just bad ball carrier vision. That's all that is. So probably a youngster back there in the backfield. I imagine that's the issue right there. So a lot of the times that is when you see these young guys back there, these freshmen and these true freshmen, these freshman redshirt guys, they get into the game. They got a lot of skills, but a lot of their ball carrying vision is not that great. So.
dropping back, it's
He's
McCown.
got blockers for days. I'm not sure what he did.
He's right on target. And just a short, safe pass.
We'll see what they decide to do right here, McCown.
Success on wide receiver screens.
McCown at the helm. We're out here at Mitchie Stadium.
Your blockers out
It's a
front oftentimes
absolutely
can't pick 'em up.
beautiful,
Receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches
beautiful
it. We saw it on that last
Thanksgiving weekend.
Quickly to the line.
Palmer says he was gobbled up in the backfield. So we heard that quite often. We're going to hear that early and often. We're going to hear it all weekend.
Shoots it to the left.
Shoots it right up the seam. Speedy number 4.
More than 30 yards down.
Number 4 getting open. You know, we talked about his speed early on.
running back. He's good between the tackles.
This guy he's fast enough to get in the coverage. The question is his hands. His hands have been questionable since before high school. Back in junior high, they were talking about whether or not he had any hands or not. So shoots it right up the seam. Speedy. Gonna give it back to him. Nope. Coming across the middle, wide receiver holds on to it.
But he has plenty for the first down. It has been all deep.
Do we see number 4 back into the backfield, or are they going to spread him back out wide again? Student section staying into it. Got a little bit of offset offense here with three in the backfield, off to the tight end, trying to make a play, breaks a little tackle right there. Doesn't have all the strength in the world, but he can break a tackle or two. Back into the backfield, or are they going to spread? Doesn't have a ton of speed. He is a tight end. Plus, it just is what it is. He's not going to outrun anybody. I can tell you that much.
And here comes the offense on second down.
Let's see what happens here. We're going to see tons of different formations in this game. That's the thing about UTSA. And, you know, the offensive coordinator, he is absolutely known for that. You know, that UTSA guy, he is absolutely known for being able to bring multiple different formations into the game. They love him here. Had some other programs taking a look at his him, you know, trying to bring him in at their programs. Some of these bigger programs, even some of these other programs have been. I don't know about that one. Wow, this ghost pitch. The ghost pitch returns. We have not seen that. You know, we saw that quite a bit in October. The ghost pitch. And, you know, of course, it shows up around Halloween. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to go for it. They're in Army territory, and they said, let's go ahead and go. It's in the red zone. We like it. Jumbo set. Oh, look at that. Number 4. We talked about his speed early on. You know what I mean? We talked about him getting up the seam. But it's just his hands. His hands when they spread him out wide. That's the knock that's kind of been on this guy for all year. You know, he's had some drops. He's had, he hasn't had a lot of fumbles at running back, but when they spread him out wide for some reason, he comes across the middle, he takes those hits and just tends to drop the ball. So we're not going to talk about it too much, his hands and anything like that, because he does have quite a bit of speed. Ball carrier vision is not that great. We're going to see what happens there. It looks like they might be going up. Looks like they might be going up. We're taking a look. We've got some Heisman Trophy winners out there at Army. Taking a look at the travel team for UTSA. Did a great job. We've seen a lot of teams doing a great job on this Thanksgiving Day weekend. Coming through and traveling for their team. He's going to take it. No. Look to me like if he had the wheels he had early starting the game, looks like he might be a little dinged up. He might have took a little hit there because when he pulled that early on in the game, he was gone. He would have scored on that play. So he might be a little banged up. He might have a little bit of a hammy or something like that going on there. Something's going on for sure because he definitely had a lot more speed than that. Start the game, he's going to scramble. He's going to try to take it himself, and he's diving in. He's got it. That's a touchdown. That's a Roadrunner touchdown. Quarterback took it on his own shoulders and said, "I'm taking it in right here." He tapped into the Roadrunner himself. While we got a little break from the action here, I appreciate y'all all tuning in. Hit that subscribe button if you get a chance. Hit that follow button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already done that. We usually bring quite a few different games to y'all during the week, and we're trying something different this time around, doing a little bit of these college games, a little bit of these rivalry games. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button if you get a chance. We appreciate it. Back to the action. Roadrunner is going to be kicking off here. Got 2:30 to go. We got plenty of time. Army has plenty of time to run their offense. We know that they like to run a little bit of the triple option. They like to spread it out just a little bit as well. You're going to see a lot of these diamond formations coming out through the game. Play action right here. Quarterback's going to scramble and not much. Looks to me like they're more used to Army's more used to having a quarterback with some quicker feet. There's more nimble on his feet. This year he just doesn't have it. It's more of a pocket style quarterback. He's just a field general type of dude. He just does not have the wheels really to go with it. We'll get a look at the mortar right there. Looking good. Like they're going to spread this out. Little trips formation right there. Little trips strong to the left-hand side there. This year he just doesn't have it. It's more of a pocket style quarterback. Two running backs in the backfield here. Possibly could be a triple option type of look. Well, looks like he's got plenty of blockers and just nothing. Just nothing. This guy couldn't beat his man right there, and the Roadrunner did a great job on defense right there. Just went ahead and batted that down. They talked to the DBs and the linebackers before the game, and they said, look, with this style offense right here, we need you to just bat the ball down. We don't need to be going for a bunch of picks. We don't need to be giving up those big plays. That's the thing. They felt like that they had the defense to just kind of keep them in check. The quarterback's not a running style quarterback. They knew they weren't going to get beat by his legs. And so they just kind of felt like if they could keep everything in front of them and not give up those big plays, trying to make those interceptions really don't need to. Just go ahead and bat those balls down. And so they're doing a good job here. UTSA is going to go at it again. They're looking to spread them out and put some more points on the board right here. We'll see if that quarterback takes off a few more times. We've seen him do that. He's a fleet-footed, nimble type of guy. He's not a 4-3 guy by any stretch of the imagination. We'll check with Holly Rowe and see what he's running on his 40 time. We'll hear about that after halftime. But I mean, he's nimble. He can move. He can get around the pocket. He's got a strong arm right there. He's trying to hit a guy. Double coverage, right there. Maybe that decision wasn't the greatest right there, but he does have a strong arm. He's got the arm to get it out there. His receiver was not open. I mean, the decision making was not great right there. Let's just put it to you like that. We got a 3rd down and 10 right here. Looks to be positive. They may be playing for a punt right here because they know they're playing such good defense. Let's see if he just tries to dump it off. Yeah, he's just going to try to throw it up there, and his receiver makes a great grab. Double coverage. Got a little bit of hand checking afterwards. We'll see if we hit a flag after this one right here. We had some extracurricular. He just threw the ball up in the air, and receiver went out there and got it. What a great grab right there. Yeah, they're going to hurry up to the line here.
The Roadrunners will line it up on 1st and 10.
Dumps it off.
The short hand.
He's in
Double coverage.
he's in the red zone.
Pick up on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo booster.
He just
And
threw
you've
the
got
ball
to be
up in the
accurate
air.
on the throw, too,
And,
Reese. Nice
receiver
job
went
by
out
the
there and
QB
got it.
there,
What a
putting it
great
out in
grab
front
right
of his receiver to make an
So we're
easy
in the red
catch and
zone.
then advance it.
Got them on their heels. We can see that the defense. Yep. There was some confusion right there, and we saw on the sideline. I kind of felt like they just gave just the all blitz type of situation. That was just a blitz all, and if you run it or throw it, we're probably going to get to you. And boy, they snuck in that halfback screen. They were waiting on it. That was a beautiful call. The offensive coordinator got that in at just the right time. It's a beautiful call. We'll see what they do right here. A little coverage, and he's got him wide open. There it is. There's the senior, wide open. You can't leave that guy open. It's the first time we called his number, and when it matters the most, he's right there. The senior finds the hole in the coverage, and he's just standing there. He said, "Just give me the ball," and there it is. It's a great throw. Tight end senior, ready for it. These guys, they're roommates. I mean, they know what they're thinking. They know what they're doing. They know how to get open. He knows how to get open against coverages. So, been there forever. He's a 5-6 year senior type of dude. He's been there forever. So great matchup there. Great little catch. Great little route. Didn't have to do anything special. Quarterback could have took off running on that play too. That's the thing. When he sits down in that little squat route, that tight end knows he can just sit there and watch his roommate, and he can tell he's either going to throw me the ball, or if he takes off running, I'm going to block for him, and I'm just standing there waiting to see what he does. So it's a great little 1-2 punch combination right there. Offensive coordinator knows it. Like I said, we talked about him earlier on. He's been getting some calls after this game. I do imagine he's going to be getting quite a few more phone calls. This is a top 25 Army team, okay, that we're talking about right here. It's no joke. This team, you know what I mean? They've got a decent record. They're in the top 25 this year. A lot of people looked at them to go ahead and get this victory against this Roadrunner team, and they're getting pretty quiet. That's been the knock on the West Point crowd. Out there in that stadium, that on the games that they stay up and the crowd stays into it. It's always hopping. It's always great. It's great atmosphere. I'm not saying it's not a great atmosphere. It's just when they seem to get down, the crowd seems to get down. Seem to get down and out of it a little bit. So we'll see what happens there. We'll see if the crowd kind of stays into this one. It's early on goose eggs, so we'll see if if Army can get their offense rolling on this one. The quarterback for the Roadrunners now, he seems to be getting pretty confident. He kind of threw one up there. He got away with one right there. But yeah, he's been doing a great job with his legs. He's been doing a good job finding some guys downfield, getting open. It's not been easy. Army's been doing a great job. He's had so much time in the pocket. Their defensive line's not doing a great job of getting pressure. Let's see what happens here coming out of the half. Let's see what Army decides they want to go ahead and try to do right here. he's got some speed to him. We'll see if they try to get the ball to number 13 during this game right here, and let's see if we see him in the backfield at all. So we got a little read option here. Like I said, he's not the most fleet-footed guy. We checked with Holly Rowe on the 40 time for the Roadrunners guy. He's actually a little quicker than I thought he was. He's running a 4.5. So I mean that explains why he's so nimble out of the backfield. He's running a 4.5 40. So he's not a 4.2 or a 4.3 guy, and he's not going to just completely outrun the whole defense. But he's got enough wheels to him that he can get out in open space and make some decisions. We'll see if he's smart with the football. If he takes some hits down the stretch. Looks to me like Army's getting back into their base offense. Yep, you're going to see that diamond formation as we talked about it earlier. We'll see if the tight end gets the ball. They've been handing it off, doing a lot of play action. A lot of play action. Face, he's antsy, he's super antsy. It's just not, he's not comfortable. You can tell that this Army quarterback is just, he's not comfortable. We're getting a look at the mortar again. That's pretty much what we've been seeing all game right now. Yeah, it looks like zero. I mean, he just teed off, and like I said, number 13, he's been very, very antsy. Another look at the mortar, right there. So, see what happens out here on Blair Field. 2nd and 20. It's like they pretty well abandoned the run on this drive right here. Yeah, can't blame them, right? 2nd and 20. You gotta make up some yards for that sack right there. We'll see if they give the ball back. If they give the ball back early, back to these Roadrunners, I fully expect to see them drive right back down the field and get another 7 on the board. So we'll see what happens here. Trying to sneak it out of the backfield, little running back screen. We saw that in the game earlier that we commented on. The running back just he doesn't have good vision. You know what I mean? So same issue with the Roadrunners. They ran a halfback screen as well. He didn't have very good vision on it. We'll see what happens right here after the punt. See, fair catch on this. Yeah, looks like fair catch. I saw 2 guys coming right out there at him. The stadium's starting to get back into it. Maybe they heard, the student section kind of heard that we were kind of getting down on them. I'm telling you, number 4, that 1-2 punch. Number 2, number 4, those guys are so quick in that backfield back there that I just don't know if Army has enough offense to make up for it. So maybe they can get some turnovers here, pick 6 or something like that to get them rolling. That would really change the face of the game if they can get an interception here, pick 6, maybe a fumble right there on one of those type of plays right there, those triple options. You can tell that number 2's taking some hits. He's getting a little bit banged up. He's been favoring that left thigh earlier on. I was talking about that earlier on. He looked like he lost a step. The crowd getting into it may be the deciding factor right here on this drive. No, he's got a guy wide open across the middle of the field, and just defensively, it seems like they just keep breaking down. Defensively, they keep getting them in these manageable 3rd down situations to where you can get a stop here or there. You can get a stop over here. You can get a stop, and they just can't seem to get that stop. Crowd seems to be trying to stay into it. Nice little play action right here. He's looking deep. He's got a guy, and he's got it. Yep, he's got it. Number 0 out there seemed to really clear out the secondary. I think he possibly was looking.
Has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Trying to stay into it. Nice little play action right here. He's looking deep. He's got a guy, and he's got it. Yep, he's got it. Number 0 out there seemed to really clear out the secondary. I think he possibly was looking.
They will score! Touchdown, UTSA! Offense gets the job done
and you start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the kick is good, but there is a penalty flag because he paid for making that kick. I think they're going to get him for roughing the kicker. Defense. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Give to the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. Touchdown, Roadrunners! And the defense doing work. What a play by country fumble. Pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around. I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
Tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, one with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. Option look, it's Daly. Got enough for the first. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
You just hold your breath every time this QB puts the football in the run game. His speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
A lot of the times, that's what you have to do. You're going to just have to keep that football, secure it, and show your head coach, you can trust me. I can secure this football. I'm not going to lose the game. Don't bench me. I think that's what we're seeing here. We're seeing him just kind of try to gain back his composure after that fumble right there. He's saving a little face. We're not going to see it come back in this game. I mean, it's a blowout.
Show your head coach.
Yep. That's what we're seeing right here. He's saving a little face, and
I think that's what we're seeing. We're seeing him just kind of try to gain back his composure.
But you also don't give up a big
After
one.
that
You're feeling
fumble
pretty
right
good about
there,
where
he's
you are right
saving a
now.
little face. We're not going to see it come back in this game. I
42-yard
mean,
line, close to
it's a
4-down
blowout.
territory. Here's 3rd and short. They'll try to get the
yeah, it
first.
looks to me like this one's pretty much taking up residence in blowout city.
That's what we're seeing right here.
They're trying to hurry up to the line. I don't see it. That's, you know what I mean? Unfortunately for Army, I think we're pretty much. I mean, UTSA has put on a clinic. You know, offensively, that quarterback has been outstanding. Running back has been super quick. His hands have not been an issue in this game. But they also haven't put the running back in a position to drop the ball. You know what I mean? They haven't spread him out wide a whole bunch. They did on a few plays here and there. He caught a halfback screen here and there, but they've not been putting it in his hands. And that's probably something I'm sure that the running backs coach kind of had a conversation, last week with the head coach about it. Said, hey, if you want to complain about drops, quit putting my guy out there in a position to drop the ball. And so, let's start relying on somebody else to catch the football. How about a wide receiver or two to get open? You know what I mean? Because the guy gets open all the time and he's got all that speed that he's got. You can't always just stick him out there and leave him out to dry, if you will. You know what I mean? So I think they've gotten it together, and like I said, that tight end and that quarterback have kind of, you know, had their own. They've had their own team meetings. You know what I mean throughout the week as well. The quote unquote voluntary team meetings type of deal to where it said, hey, we're gonna help our guy out. We're gonna help our running back out. Because the how the students can be they can be overbearing sometimes. You know what I mean? And kind of he's hearing some things in his class, in his architect class that hey, he can't catch the ball and quit putting him out there at wide receiver. Got a little TV timeout right here, right quick. But yeah, so they had a conversation, that tight end and that quarterback got together and kind of let the wide receivers know, hey, in this game right here, we're gonna rely on you guys to get open, catch the ball. You know, this halfback's gonna do his job and be a halfback. So it's been working out nicely. Back to this Army, they look like they're trying to drive downfield and make some plays. Where was this early on? You know what I mean? This is kind of what I imagine a lot of the student section right now that's still out there. For the most part, it looks to me like they haven't abandoned the game. Everybody's still there having a good time, and it is what it is. You like I said, you get into these Thanksgiving Day weekend, Thanksgiving weekend games, and so that's what it is. You got nothing better to do. You might as well hang out at the football game and go out there and have your family out there and eat you some hot dogs and have a good time and watch some football. You know what I mean? What do you want to do? You want to beat the crowd home? On the Thanksgiving Day or Thanksgiving weekend game? Like, no, no, of course not. I mean, we're out here having a good time watching our quarterback kind of save a little bit of face and say, hey, I'm sorry about that fumble out there earlier. And so he's making some good decisions. Nice, very nice. Yeah, I think at this point he's like, hey, what else do I have to lose at this point? And so he's kind of calmed down. He's really settled himself down. It seems like. He's not near as antsy in the pocket. He's trusting his guys to get open. Of course, how much of that is UTSA kind of letting up as well? We've seen some of the D line guys trickle out. Throughout this fourth quarter. Some of the linebackers that were getting in early on are kind of on the sidelines. Saying, okay, let's look forward. We might be able to get bowl eligible. So we might have a bowl to play in. So we'll see. You know what I mean? How it's going to work out with that one. Um, so yeah, we got them out there. We're doing a little bit of push-ups. Let's go. That's what they're out there for. You know what I mean? They're like, hey, why are we not doing it more? All right, we got an onside kick getting lined up here. Yep, we got an onside kick getting lined up. Nice. We'd like to see that teams aren't just abandoning all hope. We got the jet offense out here immediately getting back onto the field as soon as that ball gets spotted. Number 4 doing his job. He said, "I heard you out there talking about me." He's out there smiling. He's out there smiling for the camera, letting kind of people know. He had his Gatorade in his hand, kind of tipping his cup, saying, "Yeah, commentator, I hear you." And so yeah, I'm gonna get the ball a little bit, and they're draining the clock off. Looks to me like they're gonna come out in that diamond formation as well. Maybe a little bit of a troll type of situation right here on the Roadrunners side. Getting the ball, yep, go down. He's being smart with it. They already knew. Um, Probably going to see some knees here. I would imagine we're going to see some guys take some knees right here. I don't think, yeah, we don't see Army taking any timeouts here, so they're not extending the clock. We don't see anything unnecessary going on right now. I don't know why we're not seeing knees. I take a knee right here. If you're the UTSA head coach, I'm taking knees. And number 4 says, "I pad my rushing stats a little bit, coach. You know, I did a good job. I caught a nice ball out there. Kind of shut the haters up. You know what I mean? I think that was a kind of shut the haters up type of deal when he caught that ball up the straight. It's kind of like, yeah, I can catch it. You know, just give me the ball. Still not a knee right here. I don't agree with it. I don't like it at all. I don't like seeing unnecessary things going, even though they're not just lining up and taking a knee right there. I just kind of feel like you're maybe thumbing your nose a little bit at the other team right there. So I kind of like to see them come out and just take a knee right there. That's just me. So anyway, yeah, let's see what we got going on over here. Got some got some people over here on Twitch doing a little bit of lurking. Unnecessary things going, even though they're not just lining up and taking a knee right there. Over here. Thumbing your nose a little bit. So I kind of like to see them come out and just take a knee right there. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna get to the concession stand. I'm gonna take myself a stream break. We've been on here for a few hours now. We're gonna take us a stream break. We're gonna do a few updates to the computer system, that type of thing. We're gonna get back into some of these games as well, and we're gonna take a time out, get around here so I can check out for my own personal self what's been going on around the college football in real life type of situation. And we're gonna get back to that. We'll get back on here in a little while after we get some grub. We gotta get to the concession stand, get a couple slices of pizza, grab us a hot dog. I'm gonna go out there. We're gonna talk to the Army coach about the situation, about the fumble situation. I'll check in and see. I don't foresee any backup situation coming in, but at the same time, you never know. I think he pretty much solidified himself back as the starter at that, at the end with that drive. We'll see how he's feeling. From what I understand, he's not happy. That's all I'm gonna say. He was not happy about the fumble. I think if he takes a look at it just like I did from that second angle right there, it wasn't a bad pitch. So that's the thing. That's the issue. I just think that the guy made a big hit on him. Maybe he didn't have the ball secured well enough as a runner at quarterback, but it wasn't a bad pitch. That's the main issue. And I could tell there after that play call, you could tell he was real perturbed. I could just tell he was upset. And it looked like he thought that was just a bad pitch and a bad call on the quarterback's spot, which I thought as well. But come to find out, we saw the other replay of it, and it looked fine. It wasn't a bad pitch. So anyway, we will get back on the stream here in a little bit later on this afternoon. We may actually jump into a few games ourselves. We'll see what happens, what's going on in the stream. But for now, I appreciate y'all stopping by, as always. Thanks for checking out the stream. Thanks for hitting that follow button if you did. Thanks for hitting that sub button if you did. I do appreciate y'all.